morning.
Good morning.
Hey Dave, thanks for coming over. I know we're on our way over to our club meeting today, but wondered if you could just do a quick intro on the Speedo fix that you did recently.
Yeah, so we were on a recent ride. It's in one of Mike's videos, and on the way home I noticed my speedometer stopped working on the 750, the yellow one. And I just thought the speedometer cable had unscrewed from the instrument, because I've had that happen before, just with everything rattling around. I got home and lo and behold, it was a little bit more serious than that. The cable had actually got yanked out of the instrument and the cable had started to wrap itself around the rear axle. So that precipitated the need to do a little bit of fixing. So previously my Speedo drive had locked up and wrapped the cable around the rear axle. Luckily that didn't cause any more damage than basically that. It did pull the cable out of the instrument. Well, time to replace some parts. First thing I replaced here is the Speedo drive and the Speedo cable. So both of those are brand new. It's a LF Harris unit. I got this from the Bonneville Shop. It looks really nice. Everything went on together really well. Put the cable on, hooked it up to the instrument, took it for a test ride. No Speedo worked. So, on to the next thing. So here's my speedometer. This thing is most likely original, judging from all the condition. It's been extremely reliable and extremely accurate, actually. Very happy with it. So, fearing the worst, what could I possibly done to this? Well, luckily what I did, and what you need to always have around, is a local Smith's expert. So I called up Greg and talked to him for a while, and I think we may have a fix. The first thing I needed to do, though, is to test this gauge, of course. So I took my drill and found a square bit drive, which just happens to be the right size for the speedometer cable. Make sure that this is in reverse. And as we can see, needle moves very smoothly. So the good news, the gauge is good. The next thing that Greg suggested is to take a look at your cable. When your cable is fully seated home, and you can tell because you can't turn it very much because it's engaged in the drive, the amount sticking out should be 3/8 of an inch, or 0.375. If it's too long, it pushes into the gauge too far and disturbs the speedometer instrument. This one measured out about 0.45. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind off a little bit of this till I'm down to 0.375 exposed on here on the cable, and give that another try. So as we said before, we want to be at 3/8 of an inch, 0.375. I got out the better calipers. We can see we are off by a little bit. I'll trim off the rest there. And now you can see we're at the desired length. Next step is to lube the cable, put it back together, and go for a test ride. For the speedometer cable, I'm gonna try this dry lube with Teflon and see how that works out. Should be fine. It's a pretty effective lubricant.